Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is said to contain many different twists and turns, as well as surprises in this film that will relate to the characters of Rey, Kylo Ren, Luke Skywalker, and even Palpatine in Episode 9. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, by far, I think it's pretty safe to say that one of the big exciting aspects of Episode 9 has all to do with Kylo Ren and exactly how he's going to be utilized in this story from start to finish of Episode 9's plot by director J.J. Abrams, and what he's really going to do in order to really make Kylo Ren feel like a far more evil character than ever before in comparison to how he was used in The Force Awakens and in The Last Jedi. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that a description of a sequence based in the first act of the film, where it's described that Kylo Ren is inside of his chambers, holding the Vader melted helmet after taking it out of some freeze chamber of some kind, where he begins to meditate with it and begins to hear whispers and the Vader breathing. It said that this sequence is described to show fans what Kylo was really doing in The Force Awakens and what Kylo was hearing. However, it's explained that in the background of Kylo Ren's chambers, it's described that a prototype Darth Vader helmet is seen that looks nearly the same as Vader's, originally from the original trilogy in Episode 3/Rogue One. It's described that half the mask has framing where the other half is finished, showing that Kylo has been building a new Vader mask for some unknown reason that will be explained later on in the film by JJ, and that Kylo is trying to recreate the relic that once belonged to his father, or should I say grandfather, to bring it back in perfect shape. Now, the Vader mask is actually described to also have a missing eye lens on the right side with a wire sticking out of it, with tools on a metallic desk. Now, this could indicate that Kylo is planning to use the mask for himself. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, we do know that Episode 9, of course, is going to use Darth Vader as a figurative ghost as well as a character in a literal sense in the forms of visions and, of course, references and connections in this movie to other characters that will be deeply explained. Now, the thing that really gets me about all of this is that this actually dates back to one of J.J. Abrams' original ideas. I don't know if you guys remember this, but J.J. Abrams' original idea for The Force Awakens would actually involve Kylo Ren literally recreating a new Darth Vader helmet, basing it, of course, on what he actually knows from the holograms and everything that is related to Darth Vader's legacy, to build a brand new helmet based on his grandfather's design. So this, of course, is J.J. Abrams going back to his original ideas once more for Episode 7 that never made it to the final cut of that movie, that is, of course, now making its way into The Rise of Skywalker, where, of course, Kylo Ren is rebuilding Darth Vader's helmet once again. Now, half of it is said to be all framing, where the other half of it is actually said to be finished, where it's all metallic and has a specific lens over it. Now, it's said to actually hold a different design, more silver, if you actually will, in comparison to how Vader's was actually black, but overall it's the same exact design as far as aesthetics go. Now, the fact that there's one eye lens missing and a wire is sticking out could very well be a sign of a voice modulator being inserted into that helmet that Kylo Ren could maybe, and just maybe, plan to use at a certain point in time in the movie. Do I think he's going to put this on in the film? That's a big question open on the table for discussion. Realistically speaking, I don't really think so. I think that it's just going to be a little fun thing that J.J. Abrams is going to place in the background there. But, like I say, never say never. He could always do something like that of what George Lucas originally wanted to do for Luke at the very end of Return of the Jedi, where Luke would actually put on the Vader helmet and claim, "Now I am Vader." They could very well be doing that with Kylo Ren as a little nod to George Lucas and his original ending of Episode 6. So, moving past all of this, it really does bring one to question, why would Kylo Ren even want to recreate the actual helmet of his grandfather, Darth Vader? That is a big question, right? Exactly what would he really do with this if he's not even going to wear it? Well, like I say, this could be out of respect to his own grandfather, and as to why he's still holding on to that Darth Vader melted helmet is because, well, he's training with it. It does indeed hold a dark side presence. It has dark side energy, hence why you hear the whispers and, of course, the Darth Vader breathing, which could very well pretty much, allude to what we heard in the teaser trailer number 2, just a couple of days ago, just before Dark Rey appears, where you do hear whispers, and you do in fact hear Darth Vader's breathing through the mask. It could very well relate to Kylo Ren's training that is all set and ready to appear in Episode 9 in the final cut of this movie by J.J. George and Chris. Overall, guys, I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with Vader and this brand new helmet and what it's really going to look like on the big screen in the background. Really seems like Kylo Ren is trying to keep his grandfather's legacy alive once more. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon.